Good morning, gentlemen. So thanks for your participation. I'm very grateful you can spend some of your precious time to play a bit my article, Ludic Musicking. And let's get into it. This session, this playthrough, is to help out eventually somebody that wants to discover this game. My idea, instead of just talk, I would like to show. And it's also part of the Ludic Musicking idea, is to learning and knowledge by doing. And so, of course, we have a much nicer version. I don't expect anybody to build it up with wood. A paper version will be provided in the article, so you can download the PDF and start cutting up the tiles. But of course, for this occasion, I made a fancier version. So let's go through what we actually need. We see a lot of props on the tables. You would need a die that doesn't matter the color in order to use it in case of the scout action that I will tell later. Then you have two dice of different colors, preferably, and one will indicate which wall on the row side will activate, and the other ones, in this case, will be the red. Determines which column, which wall on which column will activate this turn. So it's good to have two different colors so that you don't get confused by that. Another thing, so you see a lot of tokens and props. We will use these white ones in order to identify what we call karma. Karma is a sort of hit points. We decided we didn't ask to be safe and start with 3 points. And in the rules of the game, I advise to start with an amount of karma between 2 and 4. 2 if you want to be a bit braver, and 4 if you want to play safe.
Can you win karma?
Yes, you can win karma later if you visit a room that has a treasure. So this is good to... So karma can be refilled, but of course you will also lose it by encountering wandering monsters and all sorts of hazard in the dungeon.
Is it possible to reach 6 karma, and what happens if you reach 6 karma?
That's a good question. In the rule, of course, I said I think you can have up to 6 karmas, but of course it means that scout action will not be available.
Yeah, and if you cannot move, what happens?
No, the scout action is not about moving.
It's not about moving.
It's
about watching.
Indeed. To understand what's out there before actually going there.
Okay.
So you're right. So the balance between karma and scout, we will tell it later.
Okay.
Then
just curious.
No worry. Then we have some tokens. I think you will need at least 4 of those, and those are the secret keys. Secret keys allows us, if we spend them, to move our pawn and pass it through the walls of the dungeon. So they're very interesting. And then we need a bunch of those. Those are visit tokens. They will be placed upon the tiles after we have visited the room. And the games allows us to visit the room at least maximum 3 times. And on the 3rd time, so once 2 tokens are here, if we are forced to land on that room again, then the dragon that is sleeping in this dungeon will awake and eventually eat us all.
Okay.
So there will be game over. So this means that the more you spend the time in the dungeon, eventually the more room you will visit, and the more of these tokens will start populating the dungeon, giving you less and less chances and options. The last but not least are the tokens that are there, that Bruno is showing. And those are the artifact fragments. So our group of adventurers is seeking these scattered fragments, and once we reunite them, we will reveal this hidden hermetic knowledge that we are seeking. And those are 3, so there will be 3 tiles that hide these artifacts, and the goal of the game is to collect them all. Before, of course, we run out of karma, or either we have no place to go and the dragon awakes. So those are all the props you need, and of course you will need a board with a 6x6 grid Now we made a custom one, and of course we need 36 tiles. You have those ones, and those are inspired by the 36 decans of the zodiac. So especially this comes from a 16th century astrological treatise, and people were using these subdivisions. Please have a look. We made them here in the house with our laser cutter, and they. You will have a PDF version of those, an SVG version, and yeah, exactly. So the tile will be face down at the beginning of the game, so we will do it. You place the 36 tiles without seeing them, and of course some of them all of them are associated with a citation that comes from the article. We will read it aloud, and then an effect. And what I mean by that, there are 4 kinds of effects in the game. The first one is the one we actually would like to have, is the artifact.
Yeah.
Then there is a treasure, which allows you to get an extra karma point, which is always good. And then there are another positive one is the secret key. So some of the rooms gives you a secret key. And then you have 2 negative ones, which are the wandering master. The wandering master.
That's the killer.
That's a killer. Lets you just lose.
We cannot defend. Yeah.
No, you just lose 1 karma. And then you have the.
That's an idea for an expansion.
For an expansion.
Yeah.
You're already thinking about expansion.
Yeah.
That's how it goes with board games nowadays.
Yeah.
Just expansion after expansion.
Yeah.
And
like talisman.
And then you have hazard. And hazard are more or less the same as a wandering master. So you might lose a karma, but you can also choose to spin the wheel twice. And what is this wheel? The wheel, you see, we have this walls. There are tiles that are twice as long as the normal tiles. And you see there are some spaces in between the tiles. And the idea is that these ones will represent the walls of the dungeon. But this dungeon is not a common one. It moves. There is a mechanism called the wheel that is trying to protect the secrets of the dungeons. So at the end of every turn, we will roll the red and the blue die in order to see how the mechanism will react to us. And the hazard allows you to choose either you lose 1 karma or you can move these walls twice, which is of course bad because the more vulnerability and the more complexity that comes in the board, less of choice. So this is the first step. I also advise you just take 10 of those tiles and they will occupy one of the 5 rows and one of the 5 rows and one of the 5 columns. So let's try to do it. And of course, in our case,
put them at random.
Yeah, just put them at random in the beginning. So you see like this. We first put let's say the columns.
Why is it not so?
Yes, some of them are they're made by hand, so we have to be just patient about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
So then Bruno is setting this one here. So of course it's a bit messy with the tiles, but it's not a problem. Next time we will let this prototype be made by a company from China and everything in bamboo.
Don't put that on.
It's fine. I mean, there are many companies that provides you to make these prototypes, but I thought we have so many know-how here in house that was nice. So we have a starting position of the walls. We set our tiles, and now we choose. This will be the pawn representing where our adventurers are, and then we set it just randomly in one of the corners or one of the sides. It really doesn't matter. Guglielmo, choose. Okay. This is our starting position. You have the rules with you, right? I think we didn't forget anything. Let's just talk briefly about the player turn, and then we can start playing.
So we need to spend 4 actions.
Exactly. So the first part of the turn is You see these tokens that will symbolize the action. So once we spend one of those, we put it on the other side. What can we do with these actions? We can do any combination of either what I call the advance action. Advance action lets you move your pawn one step on an adjacent cell. And whether the adjacent cells are the ones that are on the left and right, above and behind, but not diagonal. So this will require 2 steps to move. And the other action that we need to consider is the scout action. And what does the scout action do? Is that allows us to eventually reveal the content of a tile before we visit it. Yeah. And how do we do that? Based on the amount of karmas that we have, we will roll 1 die. Please, Bruno, can you just roll the white one? And you see we got a 3. If the result of the die roll is higher than the amount of karma we have, we are allowed to turn the tile and reveal it. Otherwise not, we just lose the action. So there is a sort of gambling here. We are not sure 100% if the action will deliver its purpose. And of course, as we were talking before the starting of the recording, the more karmas you have, the harder it will be to scout. But of course, scout gives you a lot of information about the board. So that's all about. Imagine we will have a 5, let's say. Bruno rolled a 5, and we want to see what's here inside. Well, you just turn this tile. Mm-hmm. Well, now
in this case, it's a 4, and a sky with a plow.
Yeah, and then there is a list of citations. And you go, you read the citation, a man working on a field, and there is an effect, and also a citation that I will not read now, maybe we will read it later. But the effect in this case, for example, is a hazard. So we know hazards are bad, so we don't want to end our turn on this tile. So the scout action allows us to be informed about our decision. And as I told you guys before, I think this article also advocates a better way, a more distributed way of considering agency in the musical process. Well, in a game, of course, you have agency only if you have information. So if you don't have any information, how can you make meaningful choices? So that's why I use this. I use this game's mechanic in order to express some of the concepts of the article. I hope I did it. If you want to know more about it, of course, the article explains it more clearly than I'm doing now. Okay, I guess we can go. As Conan the Barbarian once said, enough talk. So let's go. Shall we first start? So Bruno, the beginning of the game of the turn is about our action. So we don't need any die. So what are we going to do? We have 4 actions. We can either advance or scout. So what are we going to do? I'll just turn this for time issues.
Let's just advance.
Okay. Because we are in a kind of a corner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we will advance. Are we going here?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Then, second actions, what are we going to do?
I would say we scout.
You could scout.
Yeah.
Which tiles do we want to check? Okay.
Yeah.
Please roll the white die, and if you roll above a 3, no.
Okay.
It's how life goes. So now we have still 2 actions to go. So we can scout once more, and then eventually move somewhere else, because now we don't know what's here. So we can either scout what we are here. Yes! 5. So let's reveal the tile. So you see, you just reveal the tile, and it's the number 6.
6.
And I'll the room number 6. And let's make clear. I will just tell the citation if we eventually visit
with a broken leg.
With a broken leg?
Yeah.
It says.
So it's a man who lost his leg in battle, begging for help, and its effect is a hazard. Maybe our scout can listen to strange mechanism, or there is a pit trap or something like that, or a strange idol. typical from Indiana Jones movie. There is a typical rope that if you pass through, then it will activate it. You want me to read the because we are not going to visit this.
I was thinking that now you need to bring it with you, and it's very slow, man. That's why it's
that's why it's a hazard.
Yeah.
So now here we have a choice already. Games are all about choices and meaningful choices. So either we say we lose one karma. No, of course not. I'm sorry, I was wrong because we only express the effect of the room if we end our turn there. So we don't have to make any decision. Now we have to spend our last action in order to move. Either we stay here or we move somewhere else.
I don't know. What do you think? I think we can move from the leggy man.
Yeah. Okay. Want to move there? Okay. This is the end of the turn, and a rule as written says you reveal, nevertheless, the content of the tile where you landed to. So this tile will also be revealed, and now we have a bit of gambling. Now we have a lady, which is number 10, and room number 10 is a virgin girl dressed in pretty clothes, wearing a crown on her head.
Why do I think it's a hazard?
It could be an hazard.
Queen Elizabeth.
I'll read the citation. Everything leads me to believe that there exists a certain point, a state of mind in which life and death, the real and the imaginary, the past and the future, the communicable and the uncommunicable, high and low, cease to be perceived as contradictions. This is a citation attributed to André Breton, which is a surrealist.
Yeah.
So I chose, I think, this citation to express that sometimes especially in our modern society, we tend to frame things and classify them, and we tend to polarize concepts most of the times. But in games, we are actually exploring this liminal space, these boundary places. Where is it serious? Is it playful? Is it collaborative? Is it competitive? Games have this kind of inherent ambiguity, and I think Breton wanted, with his surrealist movement, also wanted to achieve a sort of positive ambiguity in the playing space that we're trying to achieve. So I found it a beautiful citation. The effect that you want to know is a treasure. So we get an extra karma, which is positive, but at the same time, it will slow down our scouting possibilities.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So the virgin, the women, was actually a good thing.
Okay. No, well, I wasn't thinking that. Well,
You were expecting
don't get me
something
wrong.
else.
Is the virginity the problem that I was thinking? Well,
okay. So
usually
now we have used
fantasy stories.
Yeah, we have used the 4 action. We gave them back because the turn is ended. We will put a token, a visit token, in order to remind us that we have been here.
So we haven't been here.
We
know what's in there, but we
have been there. Yeah,
nice,
exactly.
nice.
Last thing to do for the turn is to spin the wheel and activate it. So Bruno, now come the couple of dice, the colored ones. And we have a 6 and a 5.
So we said that blue.
The blue is the rows.
The rows.
So 6 means that there is no 6th row. So,
okay.
So 6 is a special case.
Mm-hmm.
It means that if it is a 6, that wall doesn't exist, so it won't be activated.
Okay.
So it's positive.
It's like saying 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, but the 5 is the 5th row. So the 5th column. I'm sorry. So it will be this wall.
But it will go in our direction.
Well, the 6, there is a table in the rules.
The 6.
And the 6
says that the table of content.
The movement. You have to read the movement.
So the last one.
Yeah.
Player chooses direction.
Yeah. So
but
we can
there's
choose.
only one direction possible.
Well, no, it can go up or it can go down. But
and stay still.
Well, if it goes down in this, it stays still. So for us, maybe it could be interesting. Or if we want, for example, to move it there, It's also a
We can
possibility,
access there.
because we can
Yeah.
access from
We
here.
move it up.
Yeah, I think we can.
But we don't have to move it now. We keep the dice as they are, and at the end of the next turn,
Yeah.
after our actions, this wall will move.
Okay, but mathematically we
forget.
cannot go there.
There, anyway. So, but it doesn't matter. But it could be, for example, imagine this would have moved. Then we know that we can reach this region.
Okay.
The next turn, because otherwise it will close up.
It's nice to take this, to keep this in mind.
Yeah. In this case, it really doesn't matter.
Well, let's
Okay,
go.
second turn.
Okay.
You're doing great. First action.
Yeah.
Me.
You are the leader of the party.
Let's scout.
Okay.
Let's scout.
Which one? We have only two possibilities.
I think I'm gonna go for the straight line, like.
Okay.
An action line?
No. You're first to roll the die.
Ah,
It's not sure
right.
to know
Right.
either
Roll
you
the die.
scout successfully or not.
Roll the die.
3 is higher
That's
than 4, not.
nothing.
So we lost that action.
Okay.
You already
Perfect.
we used one, Bruno. We have a second.
The second now. Okay.
Insist or we go?
Again, we try again. to
Well,
scout.
okay, scout.
You know,
my
we
best.
have 33% chance. It's very low. Okay.
We go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I meant to advance.
Okay, don't forget, if we stay here, we could do it. We put another visit token above. But this means we will never be allowed to visit
To come
that
back
again.
Yeah.
So this is a
And we
bonus.
will get too much karma, so go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We could just be brave and go here,
Yeah.
regardless of it counts. So please turn
Okay.
it on, because now.
Okay. I go?
Okay. You are staying here.
Advance.
No, we want to advance. To
So
go.
you don't
So you
need
don't,
to
you don't, you
roll.
don't have to
No.
roll. If you advance, it's
just
sure.
put,
You
yeah.
just put your top, and this will be revealed.
It's the last one.
This
Aye,
doesn't
aye,
look
aye.
nice. Yeah, it's the 24, and it's looks like a woman.
Beating a priest, I don't know.
A man with a knife or something like that. So 24. It doesn't sound great.
I think we are gonna lose this
A
karma.
man bent over his knee, and a woman beat him with a staff. The effect is a wandering monster. So we lose one karma. We have no choices.
Okay.
Wandering monster.
Okay, but
The-
that way we have more chance again to
Yeah.
scout.
So it's not a big deal.
The dysfunctional couple is the wandering monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And there is also a citation. There is an inscription every time in the room. There are these beautiful
Getting familiar, right?
Yeah.
beautiful statues, and then it's written, games, I claim, are the crystallization of practicality. This is a bit of, requires a lot of explanation. And this is from Nguyen, I hope I can pronounce his surname correctly. He's a philosopher and a game designer that wrote Games, Agencies as Art. It's a nice little book published in 2020. And this citation comes from the beginning of his book. And what he means by that is that all form of art, according to him, of also other aesthetic philosophers, are a sort of crystallization of human activity. And what he means by the crystallization of practicality is that games allow us to experience forms of agency that are not ours. So practicalities, for example, now we are actually experiencing how a band of treasure hunters will navigate this space. Of course, everything is abstract, but we could feel like we are these people, but of course we are not. We are very boring scholars and musicians. But the games allow us to place another hat, let's say, and really experience other ways of agency, of practicality. And this is actually his claim all over the book. And I find it very interesting. Okay, sorry about the digression.
So now at the end of
it's,
the turn,
Now it's the end of the
That's
turn, and
revealed.
the wheel will move. Remember,
Yes, and
so
so
we
want to
move
Yeah,
it in this direction
And destroy everything.
and destroy everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and then we have to.
now we have to roll again. Thank you, Bruno. Yeah. And this one, again 6.
2 and 6.
So 6 was again the row. The row is not relevant, so no row will move. But the column is number 2, which is this one. And this one will move based on the result
So
that is on
I
the side.
choose the direction.
Exactly. You can choose the direction.
One step towards the palm. No.
So it means that number 6 is the how the so the
Yeah.
so the way that this dice roll works is that the red die says which column will move, but the blue die will say how. And 6 again is the free choice.
I'm not masochist, so let's say that it goes against the wall, and
So it stays as it is. So we know we will be no more. If it goes otherwise, this will go here, and we have to spend a lot of actions to move.
Nay.
But at the other side, here we have explored enough regions, so we could even move this here. Next turn, we still move before the wall, and we can explore this region. So this could be also an option. You see what I mean?
The move is only
Because
taking place after the turn.
Yeah.
So
The movement on the wall is always after us.
So, but we can scout also things that are outside of a wall, or
No, only if you have a secret key. You can see through.
So it's I don't know.
Because now we
What
have
do you
this
think,
kind of
Roman?
narrow passage. It really doesn't
No,
matter.
it's
play-
a treasure,
play-
is right?
Huh?
The treasure can be here, but it can also
It can be
here.
everywhere. Yeah.
So
It's a guess.
yeah, but it doesn't matter because that wall will just close us in a U sense. So I think.
You're fine. Let's skip it. So we will move in this direction. So
Yeah, I think let's play easy.
Okay.
for the
Third
moment.
turn.
Okay.
Shall we move a bit, or because now we can only scout one place?
Move.
Okay, so we advance here. Then
No turn. Second.
second actions.
Yeah.
Are we
because
going to scout?
you can move anyway.
Yeah, the advance action is a sure one. So you just move, you spend the action, that's it. But the scout requires a
Okay,
die
so
roll.
this now is fixed.
It fits in your head?
Yeah,
Fine?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Good. The second action, are we going to scout it a
I
bit?
would. Yeah. Come on, you throw it.
Which one do we want to scout?
Here.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
Five.
Yeah.
Great. So you see 5 is greater than 3, so we can reveal this one. And this is 28.
28.
And room 28
February.
is a man bearing full satchels, and it's a treasure. So we know there is a treasure. We don't take it.
Oh.
Only if at the end of the turn we land there, then we will experience the effect
I think we can keep that
as a kind of a bank
as a kind of bank for the future and just move to
somewhere else. I also agree. Yeah.
So we can spend 2 and just move.
So you want to leave this region, or where are we going?
Or we can stay there also. I don't know.
But at a certain point, we will have visit everything.
I think. I was. My opinion is to spend those 2 manas for moving further. From there.
Okay.
So are we going here or here?
You decide, Bruno.
Let's go here.
Yeah, I also think so, because
Yeah.
this is a bit crappy, and
So 2 or no.
we spend 2, and we are ending on an unknown tile, so we reveal it. And this is number 33, little man, pointing somewhere. And 33 is...
And you are
A man
forced to
with-
watch where he's pointing for the rest of your life.
a man who is pointing at something.
Hazard.
Is a hazard, yes.
Don't
And
point at people.
the citation is...
Is it polite?
No.
He's like pointing and then the typical giving you a slap. So the citation is the following: being a spectator is the opposite of knowing. The spectator is held before spectator. Thank you. Yeah,
Opposite.
right. Spectator, spectator, tomato, tomato.
No, English is spectator anyhow.
Yeah,
But
no. So being a spectator is the opposite of knowing.
Opposite.
Opposite.
Opposite. Yeah, in the language Nazi here.
So maybe you will tell. Being a spectator is the opposite of knowing. The spectator is held before an appearance in a state of ignorance about the process of production. It is the opposite of acting. So this is a citation from The Emancipated Spectator from Rancière. I found it's an interesting book. He's talking about how, according to him, art should always have a political goal, and especially from the spectator point of view. So it's really an advocate of participatory art, and I think that my framework of Ludic Musicking really tries to bridge this divide between the spectator and the performer, let's say, of the composer and the practitioner, and so I hope to blur this divide and especially provide ways that even in a relatively standardized concerts-like setting, that the spectator still feels they have some agency, something to say, and not just to passively experience.
So this game is also meant to speculate on things.
Yeah, that's the idea. I was trying to find a way. I give them this citation, and of course they're all reference, so you can go to a book. But the idea is like some ideas about my article are hidden. And all these people have been a source of inspiration.
You could also just exchange the quotes for music. Like,
you mean
turn
into musical excerpts? Yeah, you could do it. You could do it.
So like with your machine, half a tone.
Half a tone.
Third string, half a tone.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question, because
that would be cool.
How are you supposed to? Shall it goes up or down? It's always the problem.
The moment your string is already very tight,
Yeah.
then it will be.
That is
Will you snap it or not?
You know how many strings I've broken. Like there was this moment that will it go a little bit up and then well, okay.
But that tension. Anyway, maybe we can talk more about your.
No. It's
but
just.
Let's remember. So we have to move the wheel, but of course we decided to let this ball get stuck here. Finally, before we can start the next turn, we have to run again.
You would say that it would go like that, so that we could explore this area.
That was my proposal, but at the end of the game we just said...
Why not? Yeah, why not?
We've been there anyway.
We can decide now, or...
actually not, but it's okay. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We move it here. Let's roll again to see how it will evolve next.
Oh,
now it's a 4 and a 4.
That's nice.
So it means that both the rows and the columns will move.
1, 2, 3. And this is the 4.
This is the 4th column, and this is the 4th row. No, sorry. This is the... Where is it?
1, 2, 3.
We missed one.
So this must go...
No.
Yeah, this must go.
Yeah, there are 2 of those. Yeah, you're right. So we made a mistake.
We made a mistake. It's
Anyway.
not a problem. It didn't change the game.
So these two are moving. And how do they move? We have to read the number 4.
One step away from the pawn.
So it means that this is going in this direction, so no
So you
problem.
can't?
And this one also. So we are lucky. They're not moving.
This crazy dungeon is not working.
But if the treasure is here,
Now we're
doomed.
yeah.
So we are doomed.
The happiness is for a short time, maybe.
I'm not happy. I want to see everything change.
Yeah, that's right. One thing we experienced when we were playtesting last time is that instead of moving towards the pawn, we were just standard direction, like up, down, or left, right. You can also use this variant rule, which is more intuitive, let's say. Anyway, now we start the next turn, and what are we going to do? First action.
I would say Scout.
Scout,
Yeah.
Scout. We
So are we
agree.
going to this one or this one? Doesn't matter. This one.
Go into this one,
Yeah.
for instance.
3. No.
3
is equal as 3 is no. You have to be greater.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we lost
Second
one
one.
action.
Spare.
Once again.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Damn it.
The dice are tricked. No.
I have more of the same. So if you think is bewitched, we
They
can-
are all tricked.
once again scouting, and maybe we advance.
Let's go, Bruno.
Yes, that's a man.
Jump scare.
Ooh, this looks good.
This
25.
looks a knight.
It's a knight on armor.
Since,
It's a knight.
So 23.
Lombard
25.
mail.
A strong man armed with a coat of mail, holding a drawn sword in his hand. And the effect is a treasure also. So we will get another treasure eventually. So we're not that interested maybe.
No. Let's move.
So we advance,
Yeah.
the only chance is there. And we also reveal this one. So, oh, this looks nice. 36.
What is it?
Too many
A
treasures.
young couple, a young couple.
A young couple. Another dysfunctional.
Holding their hand.
Another dysfunctional.
Those ones. Let's see, 36. Room 36 is a young man, and near him a beautiful maiden, whose head is decorated in flowers. And you want to read the citation of the effect first.
Well, the effect is that you are forced to small talk with them,
Yeah.
and then you are stuck there for one turn.
That's
That's a hazard.
No, actually it's not, because
No, I'm joking.
holding their hand, of course there is a ring.
Yeah, you know that's the shortest fairy tale ever?
No.
There was a man and a woman, and the man asked the woman, "Do you want to marry me?" She said, "No," and they lived happily and ever.
But this is not the case. They're happy, and their parents have spent a lot of money for a great ring, and this ring is actually the one we're looking for. This tile holds the first artifact, so
Yeah.
we found the first one. And the citation, the inscription under the statue of the two lovers is the following. There is a very fine balance between play and game, between control and release, lightness and heaviness, concentration and spontaneity. And this is Bernard de Colve, which is also a scholar of game studies, one of the pioneers, and I think is a contribution from an anthology of game studies by Zimmermann, and I'm not sure 1%. So here again, I think what De Colve wants to tell us is that games lies also again in this boundary between fixed frame and freedom. And it makes a difference between what is play and what is a game. It's a subtle difference, and not all game scholars agree on that, of course. Definitions are very hard, we know it for artistic research itself. But according to them, a game is a more structured form of play. And play is an exercise of freedom within a space. It's actually, can be very loose, the definition of play. So basically games are playing spaces that are constrained beforehand by rules that we all agree and obey to. So that's actually the idea.
I have a question.
Yes.
More a technical question.
Yeah.
Now we found the treasure in there.
Yeah.
But if we step again and
You can visit again the same room,
Yeah.
but we will add another visit token.
yeah, but it doesn't have
It
an
can have
effect. It's
losing
like
effects.
no effect.
Once we have visited the same room 3 times, then
No, well, I
German
was saying
works.
that if we get in there twice, we don't get another treasure.
no, of course
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So, but you cannot lose the treasure?
No,
Never.
no,
Oh,
no. there is no chance to lose it. But the idea is that now we know this is a safe haven, but actually all of them are safe, even though they were other than us. We defeated them.
Yeah.
So those are places where we can go in case of need.
We have been very lucky here.
Yeah.
So let's go.
The walls should move, but of course they didn't. So it's fine. We roll again, and now it will be 2 and 1, which means this is the first one, and
2,
and the second is this one.
Okay.
And the second one will move 1. So if you read,
so now they will
step
move
away from the pawn.
away from the pawn. This moves away, which means that it goes this direction,
Yeah.
and the 2 is towards. So it will be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will go this direction.
So.
This one will go there.
No, not yet.
Not now.
Not yet.
Not but we know they will
Then
move.
me. Okay.
Probably. I mean, now it really doesn't make sense.
So it will go
different.
like.
Yeah, it will go in this direction.
It will open this direction. I was thinking.
No, now we have no ways to go here unless we take all the round.
Yeah, but if we move, for instance, like 1, 2, 3, and
Those are,
we just.
we visit, for example, we
Oh,
start
because
once.
this is going to open.
Yeah, it's going to open. You're right. So we rather stay here. Yeah, you're good. So this is a good way to strategize, because now we know that the next turn this walls will open up.
Can we just a short pause?
Let's have a break. Let's have a break.
Little